Welcome to the Author Roadmap. Edie Melson here, and today we're going to be talking about Hootsuite. Hootsuite is the scheduling program that I prefer, and so I'm going to walk you through how to sign up for a free Hootsuite account and then how to personalize it and how to use it as a scheduling program. Now, I have a Hootsuite account. I have a professional account, which is a paid version of it, but I am signed out of it so that I can actually walk you through how to log in or how to sign up for it. Now, I don't recommend that you sign in with Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. I recommend that you create a new account. And you can do that either by clicking create a new account or click the sign up button. I click the sign up button and it should be signing us up here. All right, these are the plan options: free, pro, or business. I use the pro plan for me because I also do social media for paid clients, so I need extra social media profiles. For years and years, I used the free version and was very happy with it. So you can do it either way you prefer, but I recommend that you start off with the free version, and with that, you'll get 3 social media profiles, and that should be plenty to start with. So what you want to do is you want to click Get Started Free, and we chose the free version. So this is where you sign up. I'm going to use my Edie at ediemelson.com account, and I'm going to use a slightly different version of my name. I'm going to use Edith Melson and choose a password, and then I'm going to click Create Account. Oh, it has to contain at least one uppercase character. So we'll try this again. Okay, create account. All right, would you like to save the password? Yes, I do that. All right, so I created my account here. And at this point, this is where you would add in your social network. So let me show you how to do that. You get this option. I'm going to add in my Twitter network right here. It says authorize Hootsuite to use your account. And it says some scary things here. This application will be able to read tweets from your timeline, see who you follow new people, update your profile, post tweets for you, access your direct messages, and see your email address. Now, let me reassure you that it only needs permission to do this because you're going to be directing it when to do it. It will never go off on its own and suddenly decide to send a tweet out for you without you already composing it. It won't see who you follow or who's following you and sell that list anywhere. It won't update your profile without your permission. All this is doing is it's giving the program permission to do these things when you direct it to. So this isn't anything to be afraid of, and I'm going to click Authorize App. Okay, it's redirecting you back. Okay, and it's still loading. All right, here is my Twitter account that it has added. All right, now let me add my Facebook account. Okay, I'm going to do that. And this is my Facebook. All right, now these are all of the different Facebook accounts that I could add. Let's see, I'm going to add my Edie Melson, and I'm going to add, these are my pages, so I'm just going to add Edie Melson, my page. All right, let's see. All right, add selected accounts. Okay, now that I have added 2 accounts, a Facebook page and a Facebook profile, I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. Okay, done adding social networks right now, and this is what will pop up next. It says welcome to Hootsuite. I want to explore on my own is what you want to choose. So I'm going to click that. I don't need the Wise Guide. All right, now you can either add streams through this box right here, or you can add them up here. But I want to add another social media network. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to add a Facebook account. I'm going to add my Facebook profile. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click Continue. Continue. All right, let's see, there's groups. Personal profile. I forgot to add that one. So I'm going to click on that one, and then I'm going to click Add Selected Accounts. All right, now I want to add some streams, and streams are simply columns that help you sort and keep your social media information organized. Okay, the first streams I want to add are with Edie Melson Twitter. So you'll notice that I clicked up here, add a stream, okay? And Twitter is chosen, all right? It has Edie Melson because that's the only profile I have. I always add my home stream so that I can keep track of everything that's being said on Twitter from the people I'm following. Then I want to add mentions because I want to be able to see who is talking about me so that I can thank them. So I add that one. I don't add messages. I also like to add my tweets in case I want to go back and tweet something, retweet something. There are retweets. I'm not going to do that. And then I want to add my scheduled pane. All right. Okay, that's what I want from Twitter. Now let's go to Facebook. Okay, I'm going to pick Edie Mahoney Melson, which is my personal profile. I want to add my timeline and the things I have scheduled. All right, then I want to come down here to Edie Melson page. This is my author page. I'm going to add my timeline, my scheduled, and my posts. Okay. All right, now I'm done adding, and I'm going to click out of that. And you'll notice that I have all of these different streams across here. And this will these are the things that keep me organized. Now, I have a certain way that I like things to be organized. I like my Twitter home stream to be first right here. But in this column, I like my schedules next. So you'll see scheduled is over here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click it, hold it down with my cursor, and I'm going to drag it right here. Okay. The next thing I want is mentions because this is where people talk about me. So I think that's important. All right, now I'm going to go to Facebook. I want my Facebook schedule to come next right here. Come on, right here. Come on. All right, let's go this way. There we go. All right, then I've skipped that. Now I'm going to put my Facebook timeline right next to it. Right there. Whoops, I put it in the wrong place. There we go. All right, so I have Facebook scheduled, Facebook timeline. Then I have my tweets. And then I have, let's see, this is my timeline for my Facebook page. And here's my scheduled for my Facebook page. So I want to move the scheduled for my Facebook page back here before my Facebook timeline so that I have all three of my scheduled things really close together. Okay? All right. So these are my streams. This is my home stream, my scheduled things, tweets that I might have scheduled for Twitter. I have my Twitter mentions so that I can thank these people or like their tweets. And then I have scheduled for my Facebook personal profile and scheduled for my Facebook page. All right. Now you are allowed up to 10 streams in each tab. Okay, this is my first tab, and I can actually change the name of that, and I'm going to call that my home tab. All right, now I'm going to open a new tab, and you'll notice there's a plus button right here, and it says Add Tab. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to call this Hashtags I Follow. Okay? All right, now I want to add a stream in this hashtags one. See, as long as this one is highlighted, then when I click add a stream, that's where that stream's going to go. So I'm going to pick Twitter. I'm going to go to search Edie Melson, and I'm going to put in the hashtag writing. Okay. Now, if I was unsure as to what that hashtag would bring up, I could click show examples, but I know what it's going to bring up, so I'm just going to click add stream. Okay, so there's my writing stream. I want another one. I'm going to, again, Edie Melson, search. I'm going to do the hashtag social media. Okay, and I'm going to add that stream. All right, I'm going to add another stream. I am going to do another search, and I'm going to do this one, military family, or MILFAM, M-I-L-F-A-M. I'm going to add the stream right there. Okay, and so I can go through and I can have 10 different streams here of information, and then this will help me find things that I am interested in. This is my second tab, hashtags I follow. Now I'm going to go back home here, and I am going to show you how to schedule a tweet. Okay, let's see. To do this, let me go up here to my blog, and because I want to tweet about the blog today that's on there. All right, let's see, here we go. Here's my Hootsuite right here. All right, now let's say I want to do this one, and I'm going to say when, okay, let me go back. This is your compose window. You'll notice that it's just a small little portion of that, but when I hover over it, it drops down. And the nice thing about this is it gives you plenty of room to write, and all of your social media profiles are over here to the left, and you can choose which ones you want to send this message to. So let me compose this message. When the writing gets tough, just keep pedaling. Okay, that was written by Lynn Blackburn. Okay, and you'll notice when I started with the @ sign, her profile came up, so I can choose that. All right, now I need to get the URL to put in here so that people can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go back to my blog. This is where you find your URL, right up here. Okay, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back over here to Hootsuite, and you'll notice there's an add a link window. All right, I'm going to post the URL right there, because you'll notice that's a very long URL. Look at all that. That is a long URL. And with Twitter, you only get 140 characters. So what this place does here, this is when I post it, when I copy it right here to this link window and click shrink, it puts it in kind of a shorthand, an internet shorthand, and you'll notice that is much smaller than what it was on the actual blog site. All right, I already have one hashtag on here, but Lynn is talking about having faith to keep pedaling, and so I'm going to add another hashtag, faith, if I can spell. All right, now I'm going to choose, I can choose just to send this to one account. See, it's highlighted, so I know it's going to Twitter. And you'll notice because I have Twitter highlighted, it tells me how many characters I have left out of the 140. See, if I keep typing, you'll notice that this number goes down. So I like to make sure that I leave between 20 and 30 tweets or 20 and 30 characters on my tweet so that if people retweet something, then they won't run out of room and it won't get rejected by Twitter. All right, let's say I also wanted to send this to my Facebook. I'm going to click on Facebook, and at that point, it generates a picture to go with that. For Twitter, it will not auto-generate a picture. You will have to pull a picture yourself for Twitter. And I'll show you how to do that at a later date. But the way you can do that is you click this Attach Media and use that to pull up your picture. All right, so, but this one's already got it. Okay, I like that. Now let's go ahead and schedule this. This is the scheduling tab right here. It looks like a little calendar. I'm going to click on that. Now, I do not recommend auto scheduling. What this does is it decides when your audience is most online and it tries to send out tweets or updates at that time. The problem with that is it will only send out your updates at certain times of the day. And what I want to do is I want to spread my updates out throughout the entire day so that I can reach more of my audience. Those of you who've heard me speak have heard me say that no more than 16% of the people following you and friending you and interacting with you on social media will ever be online at the same time. So no more than 16% of your audience is around at any time. And so the difference between the difference between a high time with your audience on and a low time is really not that many people. So I don't mess with that. Plus, any kind of auto thing makes me nervous with computers because it's just more room for them to get their wires crossed. So I always keep the auto schedule off. Okay? All right. Now you'll notice here's the month. Now, you should figure this out already. I can actually send out updates a long time in advance, okay? Months in advance if I so choose. All right, today is the 2nd. It is now 7:35 p.m. Now, it will tell you that you have to schedule your updates 10 minutes ahead of this time. So the earliest time that I could schedule this update to go out would be 7:45. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it at 7:50 p.m. Now, I do not want it to email me when the message is sent because I get enough emails as it is. So I always pass on that. Okay, and then I could click schedule. Now, if I'm unsure about which picture it has picked up and I want to double check that, this is the URL link picture right here. I can click on that. Whoops, went away. There we go. Now, if I don't like that picture, you'll notice there are these arrows here. So I can scroll through. Actually, it won't let me. It only has one picture coming up. And sometimes you can scroll through and there'll be 5 or 6 pictures to choose from. Okay. All right, let's go back to the scheduling tab. Got that all done, and I'm going to click schedule. Okay, and give it just a minute, and there it is. It shows up right there. There's the schedule. It tells me it's sending it at 7:50, and I have the option to edit it here or to delete it. Now, if I scroll over here, you'll notice it also shows up here on my Facebook feed. Okay, let me go to another one. Let's go to Novel Rocket here. Okay, and let's see, what is this one? Indie Corner. All right, let's see. How do I want to say this? Indie Corner. I love BookBub. I hate BookBub. Learn marketing tips for, well, let's not even do learn. Let's just say marketing tips for Indie Pub Writers at Dan Walsh Author. Okay, there he is. I'm going to click on that. And it's on at Novel Rocket, because Novel Rocket also has an account. So I'm going to click on that. All right, let me go over here. Let me pick up that long URL, copy it, and I'm going to put it in the Add a Link box, paste it in there, and I'm going to click Shrink. All right, we have Indie Pub already, but let's do the hashtag writing. Okay, all right, let's choose Edie Melson, and let's choose my personal profile. You'll notice it has 37 left for Twitter, and it tells me that I have 1,902 characters left for a Facebook post. But I never want to use that many for a Facebook post. Trust me. Okay, there's Dan Walsh's picture. Let's say I didn't want to use that picture. I'm going to click through, and again, it doesn't give me any options. Like I say, a lot of times it will, sometimes it won't. All right, I'm going to click scheduling. The other one was for 7:50, so let's make this one for 8:30, okay, p.m., and I'm going to click schedule. And you will notice that it shows up right there. Now, this is really all there is to it. It is very simple to do this. What I normally do when I schedule my updates, I usually schedule them from about 9 o'clock in the morning, every hour or half hour throughout the day. And the reason I only schedule on the hour and the half hour is simply so that I can keep track. There is no reason for Hootsuite to only schedule on the hour or the half hour, but if I know that my scheduled updates are going out on the hour or the half hour, then if I find something during the day that I want to share, I know that I have the quarter hour or the 3/4 hour open to add in an extra update, because you want to avoid sending out your updates right in a row. So I wouldn't want to send out updates at 3 o'clock, 3:02, and 3:03, or even 3:05, 3:10, 3:15. That's just too many things in a row, and that's actually called hogging the stream. And when people see others doing that, a lot of times they will unfollow you. So I want to spread it out evenly throughout the day. But you can see how in the morning I get up and I schedule all of my updates for the whole day. Then I can minimize this screen and be working away at my writing or my editing or whatever it is I have to do. And then periodically I can just pull up the screen. I can see that my updates have gone out. I can check and see who has mentioned me. I can even check messages over here and see what might have come up lately that is interesting. Now, what do you do when you have something that somebody mentions? There are a lot of things. You'll notice when I hover over these updates, a lot of things come up. This is a reply. If I wanted to send something that went just to Sandra and the people who are common to following her and following me, I could click reply. Now when I do that, you'll notice it comes up here and it starts with @Sandra Lovelace. Okay, that means that the only people who will see this update are common to two groups: those who follow Edie Melson and those who follow Sandra Lovelace. If a person does not follow both of us, they will not see an update that starts with this @ Okay, so you want to avoid starting updates with the @ because it will limit your audience. But if I was going to say something to her like, "Thanks for the mention," And I recommend that you do this, that you thank the people who mention you or who say something nice about you on Facebook, or at least you like their tweets, Facebook or Twitter. All right, this is on Twitter. I just said thanks for the mention, and I'm going to send it right now. And I'm just sending it on Twitter because that's where she liked me, or that's where she mentioned me, was on Twitter. Now let's say that I didn't want to reply to her, but I wanted to like her tweet. Okay, this little down arrow right here, if you click on that, you have more things. Now I can click like right there, and that means that I liked her tweet, and that's similar to liking a blog post. So even if let's say I find a lot of people who mention me, and I can't really send out thank yous to every one of these people because it will hog my stream with everything that would be about me, and I don't want to do that. So I could do one of two things. I could thank them for the mentions in a group tweet where I just say thank you for mentioning me and then list their names, or I can go through and like their tweets. All right, I liked her tweet. Let's see. I like that tweet. But you get the idea. I can do all of this. Now, let's go over here and let's look at these and say, I wanted to retweet something. Okay, here's one. No, that's not one. Well, let's go to hashtags. That'll be easier. Okay, I'm going to look at the writing hashtags. Let's see. Now, these are people that I may or may not be following, so I really don't know what I'm going to find here. All right, how to create an editorial calendar. Okay, that looks interesting. Let me click on that link, though, because I don't know them very well, and I want to make sure that there's nothing offensive on this page. Creating an editorial calendar. Yep, that looks good. All right, so I'm going to click that. Now, if I wanted to retweet this one, I wouldn't hit the reply button, but I would hit the retweet. Now, watch what happens when I hit this. It doesn't immediately go out. I hit it, and a box pops up, and it says, I can retweet to my followers, yes, or I could quote this tweet in a tweet of my own, or the option I want to choose is edit. I'm going to click edit right here, and what that does is it puts it up in my compose window, and I can modify this anytime and any way that I want. So if I wanted to take off a hashtag or add a hashtag, whatever I wanted to do, I can do that. All right, now let's see, I'm going to clear this. See, there's a clear button. All right, now let me show you this again. I'm going to click the square, which is retweet, and I don't want to just click yes, I want to click edit. And that moves it up here into my compose window, and that way I can edit it. All right, I think this is about all that we're going to cover today. I hope you have enjoyed this. Be sure to leave any questions or thoughts or insight that you might have in the comments section below, and rest assured this is just the first of many screencasts we're going to be doing on Hootsuite and on organizing your social media life. Have a great day. Bye.